Happy Halloween, everybody. We are in October, and I thought, what better time than to do a countdown of some fun horror graphic novels, right? Everybody knows the big names in horror comics. Sandman, Hellboy, maybe even Swamp Thing. But today, we're diving deeper. There are 7 hidden horror gems that might have slipped under your radar. Stories that will keep you up at night long after you close the book. So, let's jump into it. Number 7, surely a classic. We are talking about Wytches, Scott Snyder and Jock. Scott Snyder may best be known for redefining Batman, but Wytches proves he's just as talented when he strays into horror. This book twists folklore of witches into something primal. Creatures lurking just beyond the tree line, waiting to make deals you'll regret forever. Snyder's storytelling, paired with Jock's jagged, shadowy art, makes this one a cult classic that still doesn't get its recognition that it deserves. Truly one of my favorite horror graphic novels in recent memory. I always recommend this one to horror fans. Number 6, Pretty Deadly. Imagine if a fairy tale, a western, and a crazed fever dream had a love child. That's basically Pretty Deadly. It's a mix of haunting art that creates a mythical horror western that feels both timeless and unsettling. Death itself stalks these pages, wrapped in beauty and violence. Its horror throughout is like poetry, truly a modern classic for fans of western-style content, with that dash of horror. Number 5, Redlands, Jodi Belair and Vanessa Del Rey. There's a corrupt Florida town, light it on fire and let the coven of witches take over. Redlands delivers a southern gothic, drenched in atmosphere, sex, and blood. It's political, it's very violent, and it's got that sticky swamp dread that just clings to you. If you want witches who don't just haunt, but rule, this one probably belongs on your shelf. Number 4, The Silver Coin by Michael Walsh and rotating writers. An anthology series with a cursed coin in its center. Sounds simple, right? You would be so wrong. The Silver Coin is a masterclass in horror variety, shifting from slasher to body horror to psychological nightmares, depending on who's writing. Michael Walsh's art ties it all together, dripping with grit and terror. Every issue keeps you glued to the pages, and you never know what flavor of horror you're going to get, but you know it's not going to end well. Number 3, Gideon Falls. This one is cosmic dread wrapped in rural paranoia. Gideon Falls jumps between a small-town priest and a reclusive junkie, both tied to a terrifying black barn. A shifting structure that whispers madness and opens onto things best left unseen. Jeff's slow-burn storytelling collides with Sorrentino's reality-bending panel layouts to create one of the most disorienting and frightening comics in recent memory. It's part mystery, part nightmare, and most of all, unforgettable. Number 2, Infidel. If haunted houses weren't already scary enough, Infidel throws xenophobia and cultural tension into the mix. This is a disaster, deeply unsettling ghost story where the horrors of prejudice and mistrust are just as frightening as the supernatural. Aaron Campbell's art crawls under your skin, and the way the spirits infest everyday spaces will make you feel uneasy. It's smart horror that cuts deep. And of course, our number 1, Ice Cream Man. Finally, the crown jewel of modern horror anthologies, Ice Cream Man. On the surface, it's about an unsettling ice cream vendor who drifts from town to town. But in reality, it's about the horrors of existence itself. Addiction, grief, nihilism. Each issue is a standalone nightmare, with the smiling ice cream man popping up like a demon in disguise. It's equal parts absurd, tragic, and chilling. This series is unpredictable as it is horrifying. one that I constantly see being recommended on horror lists. So there you go. There are 7 hidden horror comics that deserve a spot on your shelf, whether you're into witches, haunted houses, or existential dread. These books prove that horror in comics can be just as chilling. So which of these are adding to your list? Or do you already have a horror favorite list? If I didn't mention something, drop it in the comments. I'd love to check it out. And hey, if you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next deep dive into the shadows. I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next nightmare.